Alright, welcome back to Artistic Violation. I'm going to take you through a study I did from The Witcher 1 as reference. A beautiful setting. We head into Vizima in chapter 2. And so that's the reference I got. And I made a beautiful sort of. I guess it's an epiphany, right? Or just an experience that I feel like is going to help me keep pushing forward. So I'll show you what I mean. So this reference, I usually wouldn't take it because of the similar buildings. I like things that really interest me and catch my eye when I'm doing references for finished paintings. Now, when it comes to studies, I found out in this process that I don't believe that that might not matter anymore. So again, a paint or a reference where if I, stumble across it normally, it'd be like, okay, I kind of figured it out. Like I know how I would paint it, right? So, but no, you gotta learn from everything. So I picked this reference going into it like, okay, I have it figured out. So going into the painting, I don't do digital, or I haven't done digital recently for a long time. I'm acrylic. Granted, I have for like one or two videos before, but barely getting into it, right? So the way I approach digital has always been round brush and blending, right? Simple round brush. Not even this with the texture. Simple round brush. And so in these videos, I've begun to kind of dabble in texture and kind of make it, I guess, more like in a traditional painting or whatever. What I found was, right, so in this program I press B, it cycles through brush modes. We got India ink, we got watercolor, thick paint, all these sorts of different, I guess, genres of brushes. But sometimes I press it on accident, and so I press it on accident, and I stumbled across the spray brush. If you look at this reference right here in the game, I have anti-aliasing off in every game. So these like leaves are pixels. They're pixels. You can see them perfectly. Not in this program because it's anti-alias, unfortunately. But we go here. The accidental spray click of the brush allowed me to get, granted, very crudely and very just inadequate, right? But allowed me to get that same sort of texture without having to paint how I would traditionally do it with these sorts of bigger blotches and then painting in the background to reduce them to the size and kind of blend it, right? Or just generalize it and give the impression. No, the spray paintbrush allowed me to get that look, even though it was applied how it was applied, very quick and very rough, and it needs refinement, but it allowed me to kind of discover this new technique. And I know I've seen people do it, right? People do it in watercolor, people do it in digital. But I have never done it. So it goes to show it's much more to a reference or to these studies, specifically studies not for finished paintings, but studies to learn. You learn through the process of making it, trying different things, accidents, rather than going into it to discover something about the image itself. So here, the spray technique, I'm like, okay, the beautiful thing about this study, and I used it to kind of simulate rocks right here or give the impression of them. It's not done well, but it's, quick study. And it's the learning experience you get. It's not about the finish. It's literally the experience. And now I could take the splatters, and work them into my finished paintings, work them into my actual work. So this is why studies are so important, and this is why maybe the reference isn't as valuable as you would think or as you would expect it to be, because you'll learn something if you come in with it with an open mind. You'll learn something. So that was my experience with this reference. I love that I did it, and I'm gonna continue on journeying through these different games and seeing what we can learn about the medium. it's artistic violation. You know where to find me. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.